This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Hello and welcome. I'm Sanjay Pinto. It's time to call a friend, and that's NDTV Hindu for the voice of Chennai. The only show on primetime television that headlines your problems and your issues and gives you a hotline to experts or those who can give you solutions. Now, you've probably already jostled for space in shopping malls or big stores, or perhaps planning to head there soon. Tonight, we focus on the so-called grand discounts during this period of RD. Discounts or deceit? That's the question on this show. If you've been shortchanged or been tricked into buying defective goods, call us now. Our numbers are flashed on your screen. Now, we don't want you to miss out on the news at this hour, so here's a crisp capsule of all that happened in Chennai today in just 60 seconds.
The Madras High Court has dismissed a petition that asked for a Directorate for Vigilance and Anti-Corruption probe into the allegations of corruption against the Chief Minister's security men. The court has said that the inquiry had not revealed anything about the CM's personal guards owning disproportionate assets. There was high drama outside AIADMK General Secretary Jayalalitha's tea estates in Kodanad. The Panchayat President who came to inspect the bungalow was turned away by estate officials who said that they hadn't received any proper notice from the government. AIADMK Supremo Jayalalitha, meanwhile, has blamed the School Education Minister Thangam Thennarasu and Union Minister M.K. Aragiri for alleged corruption in the recruitment of school teachers. Tamil Nadu Congress President K.V. Thangabalu issued a second ultimatum to his party men and asked them not to discuss alliance issues with the media. Thangabalu had earlier issued a gag order, despite which EVKS Ilangovan had spoken out about the DMK alliance, saying it wouldn't exist without the Congress.
Alright, those were the news in the city, and now here's the national news roundup for you in 60 seconds.
Union Home Minister P. Chidambaram has told Parliament that his government would restart dialogue with Kashmir separatist leaders, including hardliner Syed Ali Shah Gilani. He told the upper house that he would also look at cutting troop levels in the troubled state. A leader of the banned Naxalite rebels is offered to support Railway Minister Mamta Banerjee's rally in the town of Lalgarh, considered a rebel stronghold in West Bengal state. The move has caused surprise and drew sharp criticism from the local government. At least 25 passengers were injured when a gang of robbers raided a train in southern Bihar. They attacked people travelling in air-conditioned compartments of Lal Killa Express and fled with their belongings. The Indian government has abruptly ended its recognition for Hockey India, the body that controls the game in the country. The move comes after Hockey India declared itself as a private body and said it is recognized by the IOA and the International Hockey Federation.
Alright, so as I said earlier, it's that time of the year again when shopping malls turn into traffic stoppers, quite literally. It's a month of RD, considered an inauspicious period, but ironically enough, when there's a frenzy to shop. Why? Because of discount sales on everything from clothes to mobile phones to washing machines to jewelry. But is this annual ritual almost all about genuine discounts, or is it just a pretext to woo customers? Peer Mohammed finds out.
Rock bottom prices and discounts like you've never dreamt of before. That's what the RD Shopping Festival promises year after year. And customers queue up at Namma Chennai's very shopping destinations. The many malls at T Nagar are perhaps the best example.
In RD there is auction, right? We just have, for the low rates we get everything. So I come for every RD sale.
So RD தள்ளுபடி இப்போ போட்டுருக்காங்க இந்த சீசன்ல அது வாங்குறதுக்காக வந்தோம். So percentage பிரகாரம் பார்த்து and materialsலாம் எப்படி இருக்குன்னு பார்த்து வாங்கலாம்னு வந்தோம். So not bad, வாங்கிட்டோம்.
It's impossible not to catch the RD fever this month if you live in Chennai. But there is a flip side to this discount mania too. Many feel that the products sold during the month are of a substandard quality, and the shopping experience in these cramped malls is definitely not a sweet dream.
During the RD sale, almost it is old stuff and the quality is nearly very low instead of the older times or the better times. During this time, it is rush time, so the shopkeepers obviously take out all the old stuff, all the low material, because this is festival time, so it goes off.
It's the Audi paradox. The most the discount, the most money, even they take off the wallet. While some brands offer genuine discount, other brands use this month as an opportunity to sell off their old stock. In most cases, it's a win-win for both buyer and seller. Buyers don't realize that a trap is laid for their compulsive shopping. In Chennai, Peer Mohammed, NDTV Hindu.
Alright, so this is all about conspicuous consumption and encouraging that. Saroja from the Consumer Action Group CAG joins us. Thank you very much, Saroja, for joining us. You jack up the prices and then give a discount. Is that what's happening here? And you bamboozle the poor customer.
Definitely. That is what happens mostly. Otherwise, how is it possible for you to give the product for 50% discount when throughout the year you have been selling it at one price and suddenly for 1 month you are able to give a 50% discount? Mostly it means, to me at least, I feel either it should be of a substandard quality or they have jacked up the price a month ahead or so that they are able to give this discount.
This RD is considered inauspicious.
Yes.
So you're not supposed to do anything new on that. So how is that? I mean, it's almost like a fad now. It's like a big trick being, joke being played out on the common customers. Is the customer king or is the customer victim?
I think customer is a crownless king.
Crownless king, crown of thorns.
Exactly.
All right, we've got Chitra who's calling in from Alwarpet now with her experience. Welcome to Voice of Chennai, Chitra. What's your problem?
You see, last week my daughter and I had gone for some RD shopping and we ended up buying a few dresses. But after buying that, when we came down for billing, we found that we just could not find the dresses that we bought, because there was so much of confusion there. We just couldn't find what we bought. So we had to just stay there for about half an hour and then get back home. So I feel, when you conduct such sales and all that, they should have some sort of a regulation so that, people don't end up wasting so much of time in the shops,
So what happened? Did you get your clothes back? I mean, whatever you selected?
No, we couldn't get it at all. So they just returned the money to us. So we wasted almost 2 hours.
So they made you pay for it before they gave it to you in your hand?
No. Well, no, I just billed with me. Somebody just took the money and then they said they deliver it, but they could not deliver it. So they have returned the money to us.
They would have raised the bill.
Yeah. Sometimes they swipe the card actually.
Yes, that becomes even difficult. You have to get your money back only from your into your account later. It becomes very difficult.
No, but then most of them, again, as Chitra narrated, they act as if they're giving you something free, and people also go as if it's some free mail out.
People should realize first. It's very important for consumers to be aware. They should not fall prey to such things.
Either biscuits on trains or discounts at RD sales. All right, we've got our next caller on the line, Srisha, who's calling in from Adyar. Hi, Srisha, what's your question?
Hi, this is Srisha. Yeah. Few days back, we went for this RD sale. Me and my friend went, and we entered into a shop. I don't want to mention the name of the shop. We got clothes, as in they're explaining, saying buy 3 and get 3 free. So we got it, saying because we both went. And they also wrote saying that these clothes cannot be returned, or something like that. So we ended up buying clothes which were torn because we didn't have time to go change and just see her size and get it, because there's a long queue standing for it. So we just bought it and came home, and then when we saw it, we couldn't exchange it also. So we were just wondering what to do in those kinds of cases.
On a very valid point, there is RD actually. Does RD mean defective stock clearance sale? Is that what it boils down to?
It appears so, but actually they are not supposed to do this.
No, but when they say goods once sold cannot be exchanged or taken back, illegal disclaimer?
Yes, definitely. It is unfair trade practice. They are not supposed to make such claims. So they cannot say that they will not take it back. I think she should take it back and ask them to give an exchange.
If they don't?
If she holds the bill.
If they don't?
I think she should take it further.
Which means come to CAG and then you can also file a case
we can help. We don't file, but we can help her out, and we can help her in filing the complaint also.
Okay. All right. I've just got an SMS now from Sashi Kiran, who says that he bought jewelry, and he says either they weigh the entire jewelry, including the stones, and also elephant hair. So you pay for at the rate of gold for elephant hair, he says, and for the stones.
Yes.
Some of them are not even precious stones. And then separately again they weigh the stones and again bill you.
Exactly.
Unfair trade practice?
Definitely. I always fight with whenever I go to buy a jewelry, especially studded jewels, they weigh it along with the stones. And like the gold there will be only 1 sovereign, but you will be paying for 3 sovereigns. And you will be paying, added to this, you will be paying for the stones also. So this is how they normally weigh. So I always keep asking them, but They always, or it is a uniform practice followed by all jewelers.
All jewelers?
Yes.
Okay.
So this definitely I
so what should
strongly
people
feel
do then?
that
If for instance a bracelet, I think this gentleman Sashikaran has bought a bracelet.
Okay.
He says from Prince Jewelry, and in fact that bracelet had elephant hair along with it, and they weighed the whole thing with the elephant hair.
Yes.
So elephant has the Goldilocks or something.
Yes, but this is the practice.
So what should they do in such cases?
I think we should take it up with them. I strongly feel that this is an unfair trade practice again.
Now when you sell that gold, let's say Sashikaran has to, he's not asked this question, but I'm just asking a supplementary on his behalf. If Sashikaran were to, let's say 2 years down the line, take that same gold bracelet with the elephant hair and go to the same jeweler, and if he wants to sell it, what will they remove the elephant hair and weigh it?
Definitely. It will be removed, and only then the gold only will be weighed, and you will be compensated only for the gold value. Okay. Even if it is studded, similarly for this stones also, the stones will be removed and only the gold will be weighed. So you will be getting only 1 sovereign's thing.
Okay. All right. Albert from Ananagar wants to know whether this buy one get one free, sent an SMS. Albert from Ananagar wants to know whether this buy one get one free offer, if the product that you get free, if that is defective, can you exchange that?
Yeah, they should. They should. How can they offer it for free, but then it is again it is being sold by them only. So they have to take it back if it is defective.
All right.
But they don't do. You'll have a very tough time actually.
That's when they need to come to Saroja. And they need to call on the voice of Chennai. All right. Deepthi from Tondiyarpet is on the line. Hi Deepthi, what's your question?
Yeah, I'm from Tondiyarpet. I'm Deepthi. I'm a student basically.
Yes.
Okay, sir. I have conducted some research on this.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Deepthi.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Deepthi. I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. Sir, I have made some research on this.
Okay.
And many are dissatisfied with this RD sale.
Okay. What is the reason?
They are telling that it is a discount, but really when we take the full value is what they are selling it as RD sale.
All right. So they say it's a discount, but what Deepthi's research, she says she's a student, probably is part of her college project. She's found that there's no real discount.
Like we were discussing earlier, I strongly feel that they jack up the price earlier and then they offer this discount. Either that or in the name of clearance sale, it is some substandard quality product which is being sold.
Shantamurthy from West Mambalam on the line now. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, it is more like an experience.
Yeah, sure.
See, first thing is they normally give out, say, minimum 6 months old stock. And it goes all the way up to, say, 3 or 4 years old stock. Many times I have seen that.
Okay, but if it's not a perishable item, is there a problem? I mean, if it's clothes...
Suppose, say, I am going and buying a pant or a shirt. If it's a 3 or 4 year old stock, I don't like to take it. But in the case of a jean, if it's an old stock, yes. Because
but you don't have for pants and shirts. I mean, do you have best before or date of manufacture? Is
no. Basically, sort of like after 2 washes, it fades out in color.
Okay, okay.
Then the second thing is you cannot go and replace it. There is no proper refund policy for when you buy things during RD sale.
All right, that's an
and
interesting
what he
thing.
says is right actually. See, once you wash it and color fades, it becomes very difficult for you to go and take it back to the merchant.
So
and get it
as I said earlier, they're acting as if they're giving it to you free, and they're doing you a huge favor that none of the laws of the land apply to an RD sale. Some extra constitutional kind of practice this seems to be.
Exactly. I think consumers should not fall prey to this. They should be very cautious. They should try understand what is behind this actually.
Okay.
It is high time. But the crowd you see there, the traffic jam, and you don't get where...
They don't have parking, of course. These are
exactly.
Supreme Court not long ago said Chennai has become unlivable because of these things, particularly in T Nagar, all these shops. I think they grease the palms of all the officials and ministers put together that they manage without parking. But a poor man whose house is built, they will go and demolish his house, and CMDA will go and serve him a demolition notice. The councillor will go, he'll ask for his bribe. These things are happening across the country, including our city, right? All right, Balaji calling in from Gindi next. Yes, Balaji.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
In abroad, when they conduct a shopping festival, there is a system as such where the shopkeepers have to declare the tariff before the sale and the rate which they are going to sell at which during the sale. The Economic and Commerce Department verifies such tariff and certifies as whether they are going to really declare such discounts, and then give them the bona fide where they can proclaim themselves to make such sales. Why don't we in India bring such system where the customer could really get benefited of such real sales?
All right, I really wish we had more Balajis in the Consumer Affairs Ministry in Delhi, but that's a very valid point.
Where was this actually? Where he was.
So he's saying, I think probably he's referring. Where was this, Balaji?
Where was in the shopping festival this happening?
Okay, which country? You're talking about the Dubai Shopping Festival?
Yeah, Dubai, Sharjah, everywhere in Kuwait.
Is RD the equivalent of the Dubai Shopping Festival? Is that feasible now to actually? I mean, that's a good point. It's a very good suggestion.
Very good suggestion actually. But I don't see it happening in the near future.
Will come down heavily on that. Obviously, they will not comply.
It's very difficult. I don't see it happening in the near future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, the time that, for instance, earlier also one of our viewers had mentioned, Chitra, that they initially don't give you the bill. How do you know whether you've actually the payment is correct? And they swipe your card. They swipe your card and then you're sent from one floor to another floor.
Yes.
It's almost like they're launching some satellite or something, some space shuttle thing or whatever, and then you go to the next floor, then you wait in a queue there, and you find sometimes that what you chose, what you selected is not what is in that packet. What do you do then? I mean, should customers insist on getting the bill and then making the payment, getting the product and then take with the right hand and then pay with the right hand?
No, I think they will be, they'll be given the bill before making the payment, but as she said, like we will not know like whether our what we had selected is going to be delivered to us actually. So that is a problem. We need to check before walking out of the shop. Otherwise, we have to raise our voices, give it back if it is something.
You raise your voice also, such a crowd, nobody will hear also. It will down the decibels. All right, Ankit is calling from Triplicane. Yes, go ahead. Good evening.
From Triplicane. I had two queries.
Yes.
Okay, first one is I bought a Samsung Corby Pro last month from Purvika. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, when I got the phone, it was good and it looked best, but when I used it, it was specifically for social networking. Okay, but it was not working properly. Then finally, when I went to the service center, they told they had done the service after 4 days, but it was not working properly. Now they are making me to run between the customer care service representative. When I called them, they told me that you should call you should go to the sub dealer, which is customer care means that part. And when I went there, they are again sending me to the service center. What should I do? Then second query is, I bought a phone, this watch from Landmark. Okay. When I went there, they told me you have a discount, and okay, I got the discount, and they told we are having a discount festival. Okay. I bought my slip, and they told me within 15 days from up to 25th for the sale. And after 25th, within 15 days, we'll inform you who is the winner. But till now, they did not inform me. So what should I do?
All right. Okay. The watch and let's go to the mobile phone first. Yes.
First thing, the mobile phone complaint. I think he should write a complaint letter to the dealer and the manufacturer, the service center, whatever, asking them to give a replacement. Since
see, but many I've observed, for instance, Sony Ericsson, for instance, there's a I for one bought a phone from Sony Ericsson from their showroom in. Or in fact, franchise dealer in Haddo's Road.
Okay.
Now, went back with a problem. I was shunted from one place to another, some dingy place, like almost like a veterinary hospital somewhere.
No, what happens is a few.
Each one washes their hands off in stages.
The dealer says for a few actually manufacturers, they have their own service centers actually. So the dealer doesn't take the responsibility. We have to take it to the authorized service center of the manufacturer. Nokia also, I think it's like that. You cannot. The dealer doesn't take it.
Okay. What about the other thing about announcing a scheme and then winner of a prize and you haven't got it? What should he do then? He should probably write to them.
Yes, he should write to them. In both cases, he should take up the issue with them. There, he should ask for a replacement. Here, he should ask them to announce the.
But what if there are 15 winners and then they say draw of lots? Probably my hunch is that could have happened.
Yeah, it could have happened, but they should inform him at least, right?
All right.
They should have told him at least.
All right. Well, we'll still have some more callers. We'll start into a very, very short break on Voice of Chennai. Don't touch that remote.